Alright, today we have a special video. Today is the day I need to feed my white worm culture. As you can see, I have the ingredients required: bread, some organic Greek plain yogurt here, and then I have some nutritional yeast flakes, which I like to sprinkle on top for added nutrition. As you can see, I have a lot of vitamins and minerals here for the worms to absorb. So yeah, let's get it started. First, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bread into 4 slices, little strips almost. Little Greek yogurt nutritional yeast strips. And then I'll just spread the yogurt on, like so. Put this yogurt back in the fridge. Next step is the nutritional yeast flakes here. And what I'll do is I'll just grab a pinch and just sprinkle it on. Sprinkle it on pretty heavy, make sure it's absorbed into the yogurt there. And pretty much it. Nothing much else to it. And now it's ready to go. Okay, I have my white worm culture here. I'm gonna open that up. Got a little mesh on top. Okay, so they're gonna be underneath the bread here. Take the old bread off, as you can see, creeping and crawling everywhere. Pretty much all the yogurt's gone from this bread. So what I usually do is I just start scraping, try to get as many worms off the bread as I can before I throw it away, because they don't really care about the bread, they just want the yogurt and the yeast flakes. So I'll just scrape. Scrape. And then chuck it to the side and do it for all 4 pieces. Just scrape away until all the worms are off. Look at that, nothing left on that bread, and almost like they're eating the bread itself. It's so gone. Now the next thing I like to do is stir up the soil a little bit, kind of aerate it. That way there's not like any patches, they'll be clumped up in certain areas like there. So I just break it free, try to loosen it up, make sure there's no like really nasty looking spots, because there's a bunch of waste in here as well. So the more I can stir it up and create a little bit healthier environment, longer, better I guess the worms will thrive, until I can transfer to a new container for new soil and start the process over again. Okay, I think this is ready. Okay, normally I wouldn't do this, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh soil to this mix. Not much, but just a little bit, kind of freshen things up. I think this culture that you're looking at now is about 3 or 4 weeks old, maybe. So it's still not at max capacity, but use some RODI water there to moisten it up. See, they're still clumping. Trying to prevent that clumping action, but so just keep stirring, spraying a little more water. You don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry, so it's just like a nice moist environment. And also these guys will be in the wine cooler at 60 degrees. I had 58 degrees. I believe the ideal temperature range is 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, this culture is ready for some bread. I usually put it around the edges so that the worms kind of populate around the edge, and then I can just kind of scoop them up. So I'll place it on all 4 edges. Kind of spread some over there. And there you have it. These guys are now well fed and ready to go. Usually this will last about 3 to 4 days before I have to do it again. And yeah, back into the wine cooler. Okay, here's the next day. Now you may be asking yourself, why? Why go through all the trouble of culturing your own worms and doing all this and that? Well, I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna grab a random cluster of worms They usually bunch up in the corner. Just grab a chunk there. I'll put it in some RODI water. I usually don't rinse it. I'll just throw it in the tank like that. Let the mechanical filtration pick up all the little particles. Little dirt don't hurt, you know? But look at all those worms just from that cluster there. And this is the best part. Best part of the whole ordeal is dumping them in and then watching everybody go crazy into a feeding frenzy. There's so many that I don't even know which one to focus on. It's hilarious. And even that cleaner shrimp will try to grab one. See, I like to put a cluster in because you get a bunch of different sizes. My firefish goby, my yasha goby, can't eat the bigger worms. So they gotta wait for the small ones to pass by. But yeah, you can see these guys are going to town on them. They absolutely love them. And every fish in the tank eats them. So if you're having like a stubborn fish that won't eat, you definitely want to entice them with, you know, a type of live food. Oh, look at the firefish got one. And look, this cleaner shrimp will definitely try to grab one if he sees it. Oh shit, he almost got it. But yeah, I've seen him like scarf one full size worm down before, so it's hilarious. What do we have over here? Looks like my fire shrimp molted. You can see part of his molt there. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend getting at least one type of live food for your tank. The worms are really good. They're really simple. Just get a wine cooler, get some dirt, get some worms, and then grow them. Yogurt, bread, yeast flakes, it's optional, but if you want to get the most nutrition out, that's the way to go. Okay guys, until next time, I'm out.